skill. Again, we'll have the Divrei Cheskel. Jonathan, do you have a Divrei Cheskel? You have it, Aaron? Yeah, Aleph, yes. Good. We're doing the Divrei Cheskel Aleph. Tanina, we learned in the Mishnah. I'm going over again. I did it once. Started, we stopped. Twice, actually, I did it. Thursday, last week, right before I left. Taninon, we learned. Bekesef beisham hayorim betino v'shveidina ubeisilo yorim bepruto shveputo. This is the Mishnah. You get married to a woman with money. Beisham, I say dino shveidino beisilo bepruto shveputo. That's the amount. The Mishnah also says not only the amount, also doesn't have to be kesef, it can be shve kesef. But Toises ikshu, Toises airs. The cave of the Kiddushin kesef ksiv. Since by Kiddushin it says the word kesef. Came in the Kiddushin Kesef Ksiv. And the Kiddushin is different than other places. This I'm going to add today. It's not my words, it's the word of Divrei Cheskel in the end, but on the Madgish it here. In Kiddushin, Shve Kesef, it starts from Kesef, which means I need to be Shve Kesef like Kesef. It's not two avenues, Kesef and Shve Kesef. For example, let's take Yud. You know Yud? Yud. What is Yud? The father married, the father sold his daughter to someone. And the master that paid money for the daughter to buy her, he wants to exchange the debt that he paid the father for the daughter to work for him for Kiddushin. There the exchange is Shve Kesef, because the Kesef is gone. There's the debt of the Kesef he wants to exchange Kiddushin. There the Torah didn't say Kesef. The Torah said that he takes the Kesef he did, the value of the money that he owed, is being owed, and he marries the daughter that he is shifcha by him, that is a maidservant by him, and he exchanged the money for Kiddushin. So then the Torah didn't say Kesef, the Torah said Shve Kesef. But by us, Torah starts saying, the Kesef Ksiv, and Kiddushin, it doesn't say Shve Kesef, it says Kesef. And we want to add Shve Kesef. So then it could be a separate avenue, or it could be the value of the Kesef. Minolo, how do we know the Shve Kesef? How do we know that value of money is like money? Since they require money, Kesef, and you want to add Shve Kesef means Shve Kesef has the same power of Kesef, or because that is exchange. Is it? Or it's another avenue? Either way, another avenue, or the value of the money was like money. Like value of money is like money because the Torah said money. The Torah said Kesef. So the value of Kesef has to be Kesef. Or as a separate avenue, or the exchange of it. But it's different than where the Torah didn't say Kesef. Okay, when the Kiddushin Kesef Ksin. According to Besil also says Kesef, says Kichim is there for, says something about Kesef Ikbu. Beis Hillel talk about Beis Hillel.
It changes.
Good.
It changes when it depends from Kesef to Mammon.
No, so Tosh's answered that the word Pruto talks about the amount, not the sug, mean. That's a separate point. But we're talking about the last point of Shabbat Pruto. Tosh already answered that. You're stuck with it. It's not true. The word Pruto by Besila is sug. Sug and mean, not value how much. I mean, sorry, only the amount, but not the sug and mean. Sorry. Opposite. Only kamut, but not tzur and min.
Yes.
Kamut of kesef, not dinar, rather pruta. But you don't know about which material. There is a shve pruta. Why? Why are they saying because since there is a kesef, so me know shve kesef. I mean, I won't know it. And the Mishnah says the mechanic, but Taki says, how do I know? Forget about Rashi. Talk about Taisus. Good. There's ways to answer Rashi. There's a meaning that says every nechoshet has kesef in it. Mixed.
But also you see that Kesef.
Yes.
And you see all the drosh and Kesef.
Yes.
Only, I agree with you with in Kesef. You see, only goes according to Bishama. You see, the Gemara says, because the only Bishama is the Kesef. From the standpoint, and it says, this is Kesef, and you see then the Gemara that Ches.
Yes, yes.
3 Rashis that you see. There's only goes down for the Basila, not for the Bish. I agree with you which kind of money is Kesef. We see the Gemara, only the Drosha goes only according to Bisham and never according to Basila.
Which drosha?
The Gemara, the Drosha, Kesef, only Dafne Kesef, not Shabbat Kesef, only goes according to Basila, Bisham and never goes to Basila.
Who says kesef, not shve kesef? Everybody says shve kesef, and also kesef. Shve kesef, kesef. What was we talking about?
No, it says that the Obligabi Kesef. I'm talking about Shabbat Kesef.
Yes.
So all the kinds of Kesef is only quoted Bisham and never goes to Basila.
Who says that's all? That's only
The
Ritva.
you see all the Gemara. Think for person the Gemara that Ches, that Ches, you think Gemara for you see clear. Also the Gemara also. But you see clear in the Gemara that only goes to quote the Bisham. Could be seen. It's not even. They don't learn this thing. They don't learn it.
Show me where.
Show me. I'll show you a couple places. A couple places.
Yeah, show me one place.
Well, I'll show you. Start with the one place it says here, and that
Where?
that's what's that Yudale.
Okay.
Yudale first he says a called different Kesef Medina.
Yeah.
It says the Kiddushin Kesef kick it out. And keep the Afri Mixub Ama Midei Chashivus Boymi Kalki Medina or by Lohut Medina. It cannot be Dino. It be a semi Kesef. Yes, not Dino. It changes everything.
כל כסף מטרי כסף צורי, שני כסף מדינה, good. So what?
Changes.
But the Torah says kesef tzuri. So mele pruto is out. Rashi says pruto lematzis lemer lefi shene choishes. ובצור מטבע של חושש ליקה. ובקידושין כסף כסיב. תגידי מאיזו, וכאילו נפקיד מפרוטה, לא מידי חשיבוס בו, יהוג מהדינה. That's Beishamai, good. The Gemara speaks about Beishamai. No? The Gemara didn't speak about it, how do you know? That's the subject matter there. Beishamai Bedino. We're explaining Beishamai there. Where Beishamai got dinos. The Gemara says, Rabbi says Makpedes. Abaye attacked it. So Rabbi answered, I'm talking about Poshto Yodo, Kitcho Balaylo, Shliach. That's why Makpedes Alatzmo. That's the first answer. Rabbi Yosef said is because it says Kesef Tzuri. So that Mila Put is out. That's 2 answers to explain Beishamai. Show me another Gemara, no? Oh, good. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. הקדש שו במול שגר שו בפרוטו וכולו, לא סומנה מכסף, כסף יולד ממייסר. הרי קידוש שאיש לקסיקי, ככי שיש הוא בא לו, גם מגיר מזדה איפה, אדם מצאים בפרוטו של פרוטו. נאמר רבסי או מכה בשמאי, and it's not true, Rabbi follows by Hillel too. And the Gemara answers, Ela Itmar Ochi Itmar Avila Mashu Rabbi Kol Kesef Kotsu. That's all. So the Gemara answers how Beis Hillel will answer the word of Rav Asi. He won't say Kol Kesef Aomu batoiro, rather called kesef kotsu, knas. But any kesef which is not knas is really even pruto.
You see, the Put himself is not according to Shammai. Only according to Sila. And you see
the way the Gemara brings no, you're mixing up. The way we represent Ravasi, the Gemara says, don't say Ravasi, he's talking about according to Beis Shammai. Ravasi is also talking about Beis Hillel. And according to Beis Hillel, the way you read it, instead of saying Kol Kesef on Batoiro, Kesef Tzuri, not all silver of the Torah means Kesef Tzuri. Kol Kesef of the Torah means Tzuri. Rather, it's Kol Kesef Kotzu. Means Kesef Kotzu means Knas. But Kesef Stam is Pruto as well. Means small amount, even Chatzi Soyer Kesef. That's all. There's no Gemaras. You're mixing up. There's no Gemaras of this. No Gemaras. Show me one place. Oh, meantime, two out of 2 is out. Show me. Where? Show me. No such thing. Okay. If you find, tell me. We'll start the Divrei Cheskel. And Remele, the Divrei Cheskel starts like this. Ubatoy, I'm reading the 3rd line at the beginning of Divrei Cheskel. Ubatoy says Ikshu. Toy says Es. It came when the Kiddushin Kesef Ksiv, since the Kiddushin, it says the word Kesef, we learn Kichikirim is there from Kesef. And I explain. Not like Yud. By Yud, Kiddushin there talks about Shvei Kesef. Here, by normal Kiddushin, the Torah said the word Kesef, we learn Kichikirim is there from Kikichishisho. And we learn Zeroshov says by Yisodo is the word Kesef. Also here Kesef. Minolo, the Shvei Kesef, how do we know that the value of Kesef is like Kesef? Repeat the Chaim, what you're saying. You're not listening, you didn't listen. No. Yud means, listen to the case. You have a father has a daughter. He sells his daughter for slavery. Okay? Now the master, the Odoim, wants to use the money that he paid already. And the parents owe the debt to him, and they give the child as a slave to pay that debt, the work. Now he says, I want to exchange that debt for Kiddushin. That's called Yehud. No, it's not money, because he started for work. Right, that's what happens. He bought the daughter for slavery. So he paid the money for the slavery. Now, after a year, he says, you know what? I don't want you to work anymore for me. I want him to do Kiddushin. I want to exchange the debt for Kiddushin. It works. That's called Yehud. Even Putach, even the last minute, the hour that she owes him 10 more shekels, who knows, at the end of before 12 years old, he can do Kiddushin. Can miyayir her, exchange for Kiddushin. That's called Shvei Kesef. It's not Kesef, it's a debt. He's exchanging the debt. He paid because he paid for slavery. Now, and he got the girl for slavery. Now he says, you know what? There's 2 more money debt owed to me till the end of 12 years old. There's 2 years more. I want to exchange that money for Kiddushin. It works. That's called Yehud. It's not money, it's Shvei Kesef. It's not money. His money's been given, finished. It's a debt. Money's given for slavery. Not money, it's a debt. You pay to buy the slavery, the girl, the maid servant, and I was exchanging it for Kiddushin. That exchange is called Shvei Kesef. I know. Yeah. It started with money, but now it's a debt. That's called Shvei Kesef. That's called the value of money. A debt is a value. It's value, because you're exchanging You're exchanging the debt for Kiddushin. So the debt is the value of money that he owes. Let's say I gave $1,000. Now it's only $300 left. That $300 left of debt, I'm exchanging it for you. That's Shvei Kesef. That's not Kesef. It's value of money that he owes that's too old. It's not the money itself. It's not the money itself. Because it wasn't a loan. It was not a loan. When he bought the maidservant, he wasn't a loan. He didn't lend money to the father. He bought the daughter for slavery. He bought her as a shifcha. So he bought her, and he paid her, and he bought her. Now that he buys her and he has in her a debt, and that's why she needs to work for him for another 5 years, X amount of years, till 12 years old, whatever they made the condition is, he's exchanging that debt that she owes him in her, that debt that they owe in her, he is exchanging for Kiddushin. That's called Shvei Kesef. That's called Shvei Kesef. It's 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 called Shvei Kesef. No, it's not a svor. It's a hechach. Common sense. That's called Kesef. Is Kesef itself. A debt is Shvei Kesef. That's all. You don't have to bring a guy for it. It's not Kesef. Kesef is silver. It's not silver. But he's not giving the daughter. He's giving the daughter Kesef. Silver. He's giving her silver. I'm talking about if silver. We're talking about Kiddushin. By Kiddushin, Torah said silver. By Yud, the Torah didn't say silver. Because I'm taking the rights which I have in the daughter, which has a maidservant, and I'm saying that rights that I have in you, I'm exchanging for Kiddushin. He's not giving you money. He's giving you an exchange of a debt. That's not money. That's not Kesef. Right? Good. So that's what Torah says. Torah says, Ikshu, the cave of Kiddushin, Kesef Ksin, by Kiddushin, normal Kiddushin, Kicha, it says the word Kesef. Not like by Yud. It says Kesef here. So therefore, Milosh Kesef Kesef. So how do I know that Shvei Kesef does the same job of Kesef? The Tirtzu, they answered, they are finim evedivri o miniziki. Einshon. והרמב"ן והרשב"א תרצו, the misvora yadinon, the cave on the Kiddushin. Good question. Oh, good. והרמב"ן והרשב"א, good point.
Maybe you could say it's really a limud. Because it was a limud, you don't need to do both. It's really a limud. You learn all this.
במצינו we have Pirches.
Meaning both.
Yeah.
Meaning both.
Later on, Toshas is both, yes. והרמב"ן והרשב"א תרצו. The misvora yadinon, from common sense we know. The cave on the Kiddushin midaito, since Kiddushin works midato, mali kesef, mali shvei kesef. Since Kiddushin only is being done with her agreement, dat, whatever that means. Some places the Rashba and Raman say the word dat. The Ran says rotzoin. Okay. What does that mean? Dat. What does rotzoin have to know? They came in the Kiddushin midato, since you need Kiddushin, you need from her dat. Mali kesef, mali shvei kesef. It's a mistake by print. It says mali. Which doesn't matter if it's money or shvei kesef. The davka be'evedivri, specifically in evedivri about kocha megara v'yoytze, evedivri that by against the master's will, he reduces the debt and he goes out, exchanges, he gives the leftover debt, and he gives money with the leftover of debt, to exchange that debt with money to the master, and then he goes out. Avamina the kesef davka would say, okay, it's against the master's will. You need kesef davka. Also by nezikim. Avamina, the Avamina will with this. It's a mistake. It has to be aleph and n. Avamina cave in the meshalim meitav. Since you pay for meitav, He boy kesef davke, need kesef specifically. You and Sham. Okay. V'ta machloikosom nire. What is the machloket Tosfot and the Ramban Merash? Tosfot hold that Shvei Kesef. It's from a limud. We don't learn from a svara. And the Ramban Merash will learn from a svara. Since Kiddush is midaitoi, so therefore Shvei Kesef. Evidim in Ezekim, there's a svara that there's no Shvei Kesef because Evidim is by a kocho shalodoin. By Ezekim we see this meitam. But without the Evidivri and the Zig, which is special, ordinary, Shvei Kesef Kesef. Because it's Midah. Every place where you have Midah, Shvei Kesef Kesef. Yes. The reason of the argument is why one doesn't hold the other. Near looks to me that Toisos hold that the main kesef is not from the side of his value. Therefore, lulei without the verse, lo yadina won't know the shvei kesef. Without the Torah, won't know that the value of kesef is like kesef. Why? Because the power of money, the ikar of kesef, the power of the main power of kesef is not from the side of its value. We'll say later on what is it. He says later on from intrinsic value. The Zei Tochenal can follow. That could be possible. Ledata Riva Rambam. According to the opinion from the Rambam, the Svir they hold the kesef or Matera kesef that has been written in the Torah matechet kesef. It's material of it's a metal material of kesef. Umishkal chatzis soil kesef hu, and the weight of half of barley of silver, ushiu pruto is the measurement of pruto. Nimtza comes out. When I say the word pruto Reb Shleima, doesn't mean the choishes. It means half a size of barley of silver. Could be in the pruto you have that mix, like the Miri says. But that's what is kesef. Chatzis soil kesef tzom. Nimtza comes out. The kesef ishlo chashivus comes out that silver is important, but smuso intrinsic. Why intrinsic? Let's say the specialty of this material, metal, silver, is when you rub it, it clearly becomes shiny. It's something special. You don't know about the metal. If I take a metal and I rub it, it doesn't become shine. If you take silver and you rub it, it becomes shine. Right? That's something special no other material has. Obviously, maybe also what you call gold. If you rub it, it's shining for that. Even more. What? Right? Gold. You don't need the only mile of gold. You don't need to rub it to make it shine. It's shining by itself. What? It's already shine. Right? Shining already.
Every object in the world has chashivas k'natzim. I put yachas. Why you say here? Why you say kesef is the chashiv b'atzmus? The shekel.
It's not the segula. The segula of the material. I answered you. That's what I said. Shining segula. Diamond is not because people want it. Why people want it? Because it's shiny, beautiful. That's why women like it. He made it, they pay for it. But there's intrinsic value. Example, paper money, it doesn't have intrinsic value. It's only because people value it. I'm telling you, paper money, there was a paper money, dollar, green dollar. There's no chashivas about samusoi. Doesn't have intrinsic value. It's only yachas of people. But kesef can have both. So he says the ikar of kesef can have both, but it's not the ikar. According to the Rif and the Rambam, the ikar of kesef can have both, but it's not the ikar of kesef. The ikar of kesef is not mitzad, it's not from the side that people value it, rather as intrinsic value.
Chair or stone, everything in the world has to have chashivas k'natzim.
Yeah. One second. One second. One second. One second. One second. He says the lake of Shvei Kesef. He says Chashivus Ba'atzmus. I don't have Shvei Kesef because very simple. Very simple. If the material of silver has specialty that is shining, so that's why it's valued because it's shiny. If I'll bring metal, not silver, it's not shining. But if I bring out 1 second, listen, Rabbi. Oh, but only good. So that, but that's not it. It's not shining. Now you can exchange. Maybe the Torah wanted, since the Ika Chashivus of Kesef is shining, that's Musoy. Rif and Rambam. Yes. They say, Bedavka Kesef. Kesef, the Torah is silver. So it means it's this matechet silver, this material silver, which is Gesegulois. I'm just telling you to make it constant in your mind. What does it mean? Chashivus Batzmusoy. That's important. It can be not only shiny, it can be very soft, easy to make something out of it, to make it, because it's very soft, you can bang it. Or, there may be many segulos. But segula is Batzmusoy. 1 second. But value of money doesn't have those values doesn't have those segulos of matechet kesef, a material of silver, but it can have an exchange of it, which means I can have other milas, and people want it, and because people want the other milas, they will pay for it, and they're willing to give silver in exchange for that. But really, if the Torah said silver, and it has, and the main the ikar of the value of chashivus of kesef is ba'atzmusoy, intrinsic, inside, because the segulos of that material of silver. Anything else is not it. Can complement it, can get to it. Shvei kesef is not it. But yes. Why does it make sense? Yes. Yes. First, before you say opposite, explain what he said. So don't say opposite, say you have a question. So I'm explaining to you. That's not true. Yeah, but it's not the same. Yeah. No, but you're making a mistake. Perhaps I heard you what you said. But you're making one mistake. Well, he's not saying that Shvei Kesef doesn't have value about Tzmusoy. It doesn't have the value about Tzmusoy of Kesef. Because the Kesef is Batzmusoy, his own skulos. And no other thing can have equal value about Tzmusoy. Yeah. Yes. So the Ikar of Kesef is not mitzad the value of it, or people willing to trade for it. Rather, is because the segulo is Batzmusoy of the material Kesef. So Shvei Kesef is not it. You get to it, but it's not those segulos. What do you want to say? Yes. No. 1 second. Today, the world called Kesef, they don't use silver, they use paper, and they call it money. And the money there is only value. Why people value that paper? Because behind it is the American government, which owns a lot of gold, which owns a lot of land, a lot of silver, a lot of weapons, war weapons, this and that. They can guarantee the value. They can guarantee value. They can give you value for that. By people, because people, that's what it is. Since they're reliable and they can give value to it, that's what money is. Paper money. But when we talk about the Torah money, if according to the Rambam and Rif, the money that the Torah talks about Kiddushin is, the Iker is silver, and silver has intrinsic value. So Shvei Kesef doesn't have that intrinsic value the same. Have other intrinsic values, but not the same. So therefore, maybe who says would work? So you need a pasuk for it. That's Toises. They says I need a pasuk. Why I need a pasuk? Because Shvei Kesef is a supplement. It's an exchange for the intrinsic value of Kesef. It's not it. Let's have the same intrinsic value. So if I need a pasuk, then I can exchange it because I'm jumping from intrinsic value to value of market value. Aval Ramban v'Arashba Svira, they hold the main kesef is ein oel machmas. The main kesef, the main power of kesef of the Torah is not the intrinsic value of the material of silver. Kesef means silver too, but it's the main power of the when the Torah meant that when the Torah said, if I look in a dictionary, what the Ramban and the Rashba, what the Torah meant by material of silver is not the power of the intrinsic value of silver. That's what the Torah meant. Rather, the main chashivus is what people can trade with it because of its shovia, which is value to people. True, why people value silver? Because it's shiny, this and that, whatever the intrinsic value. But when we're not talking about the Torah, didn't care about the intrinsic value. The Torah cared about the result, what people value and trade with it. So the main goal, the main power of Kesef, according to the Ramban and Rashba, is the trading, the value of people on it, and not the intrinsic value. Therefore, there's no any preference by silver material more than the value of silver, because even silver is not the Torah didn't care about the intrinsic value. The Torah said that the intrinsic value gives you market value, and we care about the market value. So there's no preference to value of money, value of silver to silver itself, because both means value then. So the same. So that's why Kesef. That's why I don't need a pasuk for it. This is the big Kiddushin of the Divrei Cheskel. Nobody before the Cheskel said it. Everybody said different ideas. Said the Yeshua understood what makes really Shvei Kesef. Kesef is intrinsic. Even according to Toys, even according to the Ramban and the Rashba and Ran, Kesef means intrinsic value. But why Shvei Kesef is Kesef? Because since the woman wants it, so she says, for me it's the same. So therefore, her agreement makes it. He says, what do you mean at night, shliach? He says, no, it's not her wanting. It's intrinsic in inside. Value of money and money is the same because the money with silver doesn't mean silver. The Torah gave value to silver not because it's intrinsic values and intrinsic milas. Rather, the Torah gave because silver has intrinsic values. People give it more value in the market. So because it's value in the market, that's why it's called Kesef. So if that's so, Shvei Kesef and Kesef is the same. Very simple. That's a big Kiddush, but that's what he basically. Now he proves it, and he goes around the whole Shas to show you where the Torah talked about intrinsic value, where the Torah talked about value. And he's to go through the whole Shas to show you where and what. Yeah, when the Torah said Kesef means silver, the question of Machloikas between Toises and the Ramban and Rashba, what the Torah wanted by the silver. The Torah cared about is the intrinsic value of silver, or the Torah cared about that because Kesef is unique, that has intrinsic value, people value it in the market. So it's value, market value, that's Kesef. Yes, but it's not the silver what makes it. The silver is only means to bring market value. So if the silver or the intrinsic value is only means to bring market value, but what market value is the power of the silver. So Shvei Kesef is the same. The only thing is you need market value. Both bring market value. מבין רב שלמה אני אומר. זה חידוש לא ירד למועיל. כן. So let's see. Now we start traveling in Shas. Let's start traveling. Put your suit and let's travel. Now, the Zayt, once he didn't finish. The Zayt Tochen, the Ramban and Rashba Svora, that they define silver, that the Torah care that the chashivos of silver, according to the Ramban and Rashba, is not the intrinsic value, or rather the market value, and therefore there's no any preference to value of silver than silver itself. He says, "V'zei tochen edas Rashba." That can follow the Rashba's opinion. Come on, page 11. What does the Rashba say there? The Kesef Amur b'Torah, the silver that is mentioned in the Torah, umatbea yoytze. It's a mold that you exchange in the market. Boitzoin, how do you say the word otzah? Spending and market spending. So he said, according to the Rashba, when the Torah said Kesef, what does Kesef means? It's not the intrinsic value of the silver. Rather, matbea yoytze boitzoy is the market that goes out of the market. People trade with it. They're going out of the silver. The people trade with silver. So the trading value in the silver, that's what the Ikar Chashivus of silver according to the Rashba. So that's true. The same Rashba says here, and Rashba, Ramban, and Ritvo, and Ran, all of them say that what is Kesef according to them, silver? Is not the intrinsic value, rather the market value, as the Rashba Dafidal says, is the coin that goes out in the market. It's what's going on that you can spend in the market, that people trade with it. It's the trading power. So any Shvei Kesef, you can have trading, Chalipim, will give you market value, is the same, because the main thing is the market value. But according to the Rambam and the Riv, and he wants to say Tosh is the same, they learn that Kesef the Torah is from the intrinsic value. That is shining, is soft, whatever, it can stay for a long period of time, and you can 100 years later you can rub it again and it shines again. What? Anybody wants that shining material and soft and everlasting material for many long time. So that's true. So then that's why this is Kashi is. How do I know the Shvei Kesef? Kesef itself has intrinsic value. The Shvei Kesef is something else. It's market value. How do we know market value from intrinsic value? That's why it says Kashi.
Also, if he get married with let's say $100,000 portfolio.
Doesn't mean anything.
She's not married.
Doesn't mean anything. The Torah talked about this type of content. It's just Kashi. Yes. So we know it is work because we learned from Evidivri. But without Evidivri, without a person, I won't know. V'apnei Yoshua nire shetofas. V'apnei Yoshua. V'apnei Yoshua. Nire. The Pnei Yoshua, it's a book, a name of a book. V'apnei Yoshua nire shetofas b'nivreim. The Pnei Yoshua looks like that he understood in the words of the Ramban Rashboran, the Rotzon Ha'isha, the will of the woman, Mash v'leshvei kesef kesef. Since the woman agreed to receive the value of silver, her agreement makes value of silver like silver. Ve'lochan toma, that's why the Pnei Yoshua had a big wonder of them. Ve'lochan toma al daitom, that's why the Pnei Yoshua wondered at their opinion. How can her wish, her rotzon, her willing to receive it, a value of money, makes it like silver? Teinach poshtoyodo, that's good when she puts her hand out, the kiblo, and she received the money and she knows what she's getting. But kisha de shliach, what happens if she send a messenger to get married? Ma'ikile there she doesn't know, there's no active will in the type of money. Maybe she sent a shliach to receive silver. Now he's exchanging, giving value of silver. Who says there's no direct active agreement to it? She doesn't know. So therefore, there's no active. No, she can follow normal. Normal people give silver. He wants to give value of silver. There's no active agreement. According to the Yeshua understood that the Pshat and the Rashba and the Ran, why Shvei Kesef is because she agreed. He says not always you have a direct agreement.
How do you know what she said to the Shaliach when she sent them?
When we know. But when we know. However, it's not possible to say so in the words of the Ramban and Rashba that the Rotzon makes it money, or the agreement makes it money. Why? The Ma Yoil Daito, what does it help her agreement? Imashve Kesef like a Kesef. If the value of silver is not silver. If, according to the Pnei Yoshua, really silver means, Kesef means silver and has intrinsic value. Why Shvei Kesef is like Kesef, even though it doesn't have the same intrinsic value, but because she wants it, so it's a compliment from her. He says that cannot be. Besides the question of the Pnei Yeshua, the Yechezkel has another proof to it. This is similar to what? That Mashikosav Aron Lekamam, or the Ran wrote later on, page 8. The Lomatzi Omro Ledidi Shove, she cannot say that this worth for me. Bepochesh of Pruto. La Sois of Toras Kesef. The Ran says, if the woman says it's worth for me, it's worth. But that's only if it's worth money. She can say it's worth for me the amount. Let's say she has a shoe that is worth 10 shekels. Says, for me, it's worth 100 shekels. Okay. Because for me, I need the type of shoes. It fits me. For me, it's worth more. That's good. But she cannot make unless the value of Pruto. She cannot say because it's worth for me, it makes it now Pruto. Because if it's not the minimum, it's not momo in Bechlal, it's not money, it's not the minimum amount of money that makes the money, her saying is worth to me is no value. Because she cannot, her agreement to make its worth doesn't make not money to money. That's what the Ram says. Again, he says, I see from this Ran against the understanding of the Pnei Yeshua. Why? This is similar. The Ran later on, page 8 said, the Lomatzi Omro, the woman is not possible to say the Dini Shove, for me, it's worth Pachot Mishove Pruto, less than value of Pruto, to me it's worth Pruto, to me it's worth money. Exactly. So he says, according to the Pnei Yeshua, that Kesef means silver, intrinsic value. And why the Ramban and the Rashba says Kesef misvora? Because she agreed. Her agreement cannot make if money is only intrinsic value of silver, and why value of silver is when worth of silver, because she agreed to it. Her agreement cannot make not money. Like less than Shabbat Pruta, right? Elohiko must be the main thing. Pshat and Rashbo and Ran and Rashbo is not that her agreement makes it. No, because when the Torah said silver, they didn't mean that the power of the value of the silver is the intrinsic value. Means the result that because the intrinsic value, people trade with it in the market. So since people trade in the market, so anything that she agrees, it's trade for her. So it's okay. V'ayin avni miluim. V'ayin. Stop. What would he want to say? Right. What? Rotzon. Or Rotzon, it says two languages, Rotzon or Dat. Rashba Raman used the language Dat, Midaito, and the Ran used the lotion Mirtzoina. Good, I know there's a difference, but it doesn't make a difference as far as to make not money. That's what he says. And if silver is because of intrinsic value, her wishes will not make it. Must be says that the Ramban and Rashba didn't look on money as intrinsic value. They look on money that the result of the intrinsic value does. That people trade with it, and it's a market value. So they must make it.
This piece has the Hekla Ben Ezer. This piece, you said that.
That's why she wants it. You know why she wants it. And he's claiming why she wants it is it's all possibilities, not the possibility she wants it because it's shiny and all those miles. That's what he's saying.
Okay. I didn't hear what you asked me because my brother Shlomo gave me a book. What do you want to say? Yes, absolutely.
Motivation is. Motivation could be because it has those miles that nothing else has. That could be her motivation.
No, but she's not getting the same. She's getting now shoes, a cigarette, a shirt.
Yeah, but she doesn't tell the shliach what she wants.
Forget about the shliach part. He's asking stam even when she does want it, not shliach. She wants it. The adiva chesed kasher not the shliach. He said stam. Any woman that wants shvek kesef, where does that help? If kesef means silver because intrinsic value, why her wish will make a difference? That's his kasha. Must be that they don't hold kesef means intrinsic value. The world market value. The intrinsic value produced will be market value. That's what the main ikar kesef. The main shvek kesef is the same. You talking about the question of the Pnei Shu, I'm talking about the Divi Echeskel. Two separate subjects. Yes, what do you want to say?
Why can't we say that
Yes.
if it's intrinsic value?
Yes.
Shining,
Yes, whatever it is.
I think that a diamond, 16
As other true, but as no, that's called Shvei Kesef because other intrinsic value. That's what Reb Shlomo said. Anything in the world that has the value of money is because there's intrinsic value. People trade, but it's different. This intrinsic value, that. So when the Torah said Kesef, maybe it's only those intrinsic value. Because the question when the Torah made silver, they said silver can make Kiddushin. Why? Is it because the intrinsic value, or the intrinsic value causes market value? What is the ikar? The intrinsic value is the ikar, or the market value is the ikar?
Say that intrinsic value, the Torah says. Why should the Torah says intrinsic value? Because it's shining. If Hashem wants something nice for the woman, I bring it.
No, it's not because Hashem wants nice things. The Torah said this one makes Kiddushin. I don't know why. Yes, that's the way you trade. That's the way you buy. You combine with a woman. Yes. Yeah, what do you want to say? The Torah said Kesef. You don't know more. You don't have a raya.
It's her agreeing. It's not his kinyan. It's her accepting what she wants, not what he's doing to her.
Right. Good. So. Yes, to want it, but once she wants it, what does it is the kesef. Now, what is shvei kesef? We want to know what a shvei kesef means and what a kesef means. So he wants to say the machloek between Toises and Rashbo. Is shvei kesef and kesef misvor or posuk? And then from posuk misvor, the machloek is when the Torah meant kesef, what they meant. The ikar value of kesef is the intrinsic value or the market value. That's all. Very simple. The kosa or kosa mavne milum. Yes, what do you want to say?
Torah didn't give us an example that Abraham buy the field with camels or with other things.
Yes.
We can't bring a raya to say, oh, Shabbat Kesef Kesef, if the pasuk strictly mentioned only Kesef. So
Yes.
who says that you can go forward and says, oh, Shabbat Kesef Kesef? I can say to the other side. So I prefer Tafasta Merubal Tafasta. I prefer to say no, it's intrinsic value because the Torah says Kesef. Who gives you the permission to say no, Shabbat Kesef Kesef? Abraham says, Abraham not shekel Kesef, and not just that, over la socher, but you just Kesef, Kesef, Kesef. We don't jump to Shabbat Kesef.
Right. I agree to what you're saying. Yeah, that's a statement. What are you saying? Yes.
We are bringing right. The Mishnah says Shabbat Kesef Kesef.
Right. And how do we know Kesef from Avraham Avinu? Good, so.
Oh, because we have to explain that it's not the intrinsic value because they're rich, so we have to say that it's
market value.
Yeah, it's market value. But the Torah says how much shekel kesef over la socher.
What does over la socher means? Market. Adrab, it's a raya for them. And that's what it means. Over la socher. What is socher? You know, Daniel, what does socher mean? A merchant. Over la socher. That's exactly market value. I know, but the question: what's the ikar tachas of it? Okay. Okay. Kosav avni miluim. Ve'raui lesapek. He has a suffix. Or ve'ayin avni miluim. I don't know. Ve'raui now. I don't know who's suffix. Suffix to be a chesed or miluim. But he says now he has a suffix now, and this is where we got to last time. Ledas hatoises, according to the opinion of Toises. According to Toisves, that Kesef silver means intrinsic value. That's the main power of Kesef. So that's why I don't know value of money. But once the Torah said value of money is worth, it's like money. So then I'm rereading the word Kesef. The main power of Kesef is not intrinsic value, it means market value. When the Torah said, Shov Kesef is a Kesef, what the Torah meant to say? Now don't learn that Kesef is the intrinsic value, rather what the intrinsic value gives me market value. And that's why Shvei Kesef, what the Torah meant. See, there's a suffix, or that's what the Torah says. After I learned from a verse, the Shvei Kesef, after I have that verse, the main power or value of Kesef, its value. The Golikron, the verse reveals the Achshovio, the Shvei Kesef, this value of the value of Kesef. Nido, and I judge it. Imo Kesef, Beninza comes out, it's being found. The Lebosa, Beninza comes out. The Lebosa after. The Olive Mikro, after I learned from a verse. Lake and Afkuso, there's no difference between Atoizas Varamba, the Mauta Kinyan, the essence of the Kinyan. Why? The Shvei Kesef, there's no difference in the essence of the Kinyan of Shvei Kesef and Kesef itself, because it's the result, it's the market value, or no? Or the Kodesh Shvei Kesef, the Moil. Really, you know why value of silver is worth, is good? In mitam, it is because the choshu kekesef, it's valued as kesef for a very simple reason. I can sell it, and I can get money out of it. I can get silver. This is very important. Listen to this. He says, according to Tosfot, Rambam and Rif, the power of silver is intrinsic value. So I don't know Shvei Kesef, but once I know Shvei Kesef, I want to know what the Torah meant by saying Shvei Kesef Kekesef. The Torah meant to say that really the silver is not intrinsic value, rather market value. So Shvei Kesef is like Kesef because it's really, you follow market value, or no? It stays that silver is intrinsic value. So why Shvei Kesef works? Because Shvei Kesef I can sell and get silver. So the Torah says I don't need silver to get intrinsic value. I get something that could get you to silver to intrinsic value. But really what stays, what marries a woman is intrinsic value of Kesef. What? Yes. That's not clear. According to Tosfos, Rambam and Rif, that when the Torah said Kesef, the Torah means silver and intrinsic value, not market value. And I won't know Shvei Kesef on my own. I need a pasuk. What the pasuk is teaching? The pasuk is teaching me, no, I don't follow intrinsic value. I follow market value. Like the Rashba, and everybody's like the Rashba. No, the Torah says I need intrinsic value of silver. And Shvei Kesef, it's like silver because I can get to it. I can sell it and get the silver, so it's like it. So I really have the intrinsic value in it of the silver. But really what makes the key is the intrinsic value. Right? That's it. Why not? One second. If you can trade checks, which they do today, you can trade. You go to how do you call it? You go to cash checkers. You go to a cash place and they'll cash a check for less money. But so if let's say you have $1,000 check, people trade it for $980. So I tell you, I'm marrying you with $980 that this check is worth in the market. Should be Mikudeshes. Because it's Shvei Kesef.
There is no intrinsic value at all in the Shvei Kesef this. But in the case of the Rosh Yeshiva, there is a Shvei Kesef in the thing that you can sell it and receive money. So
same thing here. Yes. There is, because I can get through the check 980 pieces of silver, whatever it is. Doesn't matter. But we say we said two options. Shvei is the market value, or it leads you to silver. That by check could be the same. Any Shvei Kesef it's like kesef. But why? Not because we'll bring it to silver, because even silver means market value. Which means we're putting the Rambam like we're putting the Rambam that says kesef means silver. We put it together like the Rashba that means market value. After the pasuk, that's one side. No. Even after the pasuk, kesef means intrinsic value, and shve kesef will produce intrinsic value. The simplicity, if you read the Rambam and the Rif, they write now la halacha kesef means silver. After the Torah said shve kesef doesn't mean silver, means market value. No, they write kesef. The value of prutas is half a barley, pure silver, and kesef means silver. Why? Because you might say because shve kesef just leads you to silver, but really what makes it is only silver. Okay, that's a suffix. He wants to bring a proof to this. But we'll stop here. The other people should prepare it and no ichocha in his conclusion.
The Bitcoin with
Oh.
the digital wallet.
Yeah. Yes, according to most Rishonim, yes. Yeah. Now today we marry today we marry women with a ring in silver or gold. We don't play around. But what happened if a person gave her a cigarette? A person gave her a piece of silver. That's a different story. Today we do different things. Rabbi Hanania ben Akash, Rotzak and Tok, the Tzadis for the pink. Shmei de Kudusha, Leila,